Coaching is one of the most powerful forces for transformation that we have available to us on this planet. And as a coach, I'm going to invite you to not be a coach. And there's a very good reason for that. So let me go through the coaching industry, because the coaching industry is very, very positive, and it has a very positive benefit for many people who actually get a coach. A good coach will help you to stay accountable, will guide you and point you in the right direction, will help you to brainstorm new ideas, will help you to be the best and most powerful version of you, will uncover your blind spots, and much, much more. The advancements that you will make with a coach by your side will just blow your mind, absolutely explode your ability to achieve more, to be more, and to be able to expand into the best and most powerful version of you, as long as you have a good coach. But there is a dark side to the coaching industry, and there are some negative perceptions that actually the coaching industry are well deserved because of some of the coaches and the behaviors. Now, so let's go through those. And I'm going to give you, by the way, after this, I'm going to give you a new alternative, a new evolution that is going to be much more powerful for you if you are a coach already, or if you are looking at getting into coaching full-time or even part-time. If you're new to my channel, and my name is Margie Rita, and I'm the Woo Woo Warrior, and I've helped thousands of freedom seekers just like you to clear their fears, doubts, blocks, and limiting beliefs so they could step into their power and rise into unstoppable wealth, freedom, and impact. And if you want to be next, then stick around while I share with you some powerful Woo Woo Warrior wisdom. It's going to help you to be the best and most powerful version of you so you can achieve your goals and dreams. So I love coaching. I am a coach. However, there is a perception that the coaching industry is saturated. I mean, we all know a coach, and if you are a coach, then if you go to a networking event, there's always a large percentage of coaches at these networking events. So is the industry saturated? Yeah, there is a good argument for that. So how do you differentiate yourself? And I'm going to get to that in a minute, because what I will share with you today is powerful and will help you to stand out head and shoulders in an industry that is exploding, that does have a lot to offer, and can be a very, very positive force for change for a lot of people. Now, another side of it is there are people who have paid good money for coaches in the past, but they've not really experienced any long-lasting, true transformational change. And this is because sometimes coaching can tend to be a lot of talk, a lot of mindset stuff, and a lot of fluff. There's not really any true transformational frameworks or methodologies that give the person the ability to evolve into that person that they need to be to achieve their big goals and dreams. There's also a practice out there where there's some over-promising. So coaches are encouraged to make big, bold promises. I've experienced this myself, and I've done this myself. However, if you are over-promising and under-delivering, then that can be a real issue, and this happens for some coaches. The other thing is, some clients are just not ready for the explosive transformation that you may be able to deliver for them, because you cannot take somebody where they are not ready or willing to go. So some people will show up, but they're just not participating fully. They're not actually, they're not very coachable. And some people just never show up. I have people who buy my coaching programs and they never show up. And I don't understand that. Even if I reach out to them multiple times, it's like, wait, what just happened? Anyway, that is what it is. It happens. And as a coach, you are not wholly and solely responsible for the results of the other person. The other person is fully responsible and needs to understand that they are fully responsible for the results that they are going to get and how they participate and the way they communicate with you. Now, the industry is also highly unregulated. Now, this can be a problem if you get coaches who don't have enough experience or enough skill sets, that are branding themselves as coaches, and they just don't have the depth or understanding of coaching or what coaching is. You also have some cookie cutter programs where people come out and it's kind of like a one size fits all program. And believe me, there is never a one size fits all person. So a good coach will be adaptable, will be able to show up for their customers and clients and work with them. They can have set frameworks, but there needs to be an individualized approach. And there are coaches out there who aren't actually capable of delivering individualized approaches. They have the frameworks and the strategies and the methodologies, and they're trying to deliver them in this cookie cutter fashion, and that just will never work, unfortunately. So the coach needs to take responsibility for their skill sets and what they are capable of delivering. But the client also needs to take responsibility for their results, for how they're showing up, for how they're utilizing the coach and the coach's skills, and how they're communicating with the coach. So, as long as the client is willing to show up and play all out, then they will get great results if they have done their due diligence when bringing in the coach on board. And coaching isn't and shouldn't be just a transactional experience. It should be a deeply sacred experience, a very personal, individualized, and quite intimate experience. Now, I'm not saying that there's a fine line between being a coach and being a counselor or a psychotherapist. And sometimes those lines can get blurred. I'm talking from personal experience because people show up with all sorts of limiting beliefs and traumas and emotional baggage. So it's really important that you understand when you cross that boundary, if you cross that boundary into psychotherapist or counselor, and that you make sure you stay in your lane and you only do what you are fully capable of. Now, here's where the shift that I am talking about, that I'm going to encourage you to not be a coach. Okay? I encourage you instead to be a transformational specialist. Hear me out here, because this distinction is going to change everything for you. So, a transformational specialist is somebody who will get their clients real shifts, real embodiment, and real impact. This is a sacred contract between you and your client. So, clients are now seeking more depth. They want soul alignment. They want an intimate exchange and experience of somebody who understands them, who gets them, and they feel fully supported, fully held, where they can achieve energetic alignment, nervous system regulation, full soul embodiment to feel aligned with their purpose, with their passion, to be able to be empowered by the coaching experience or the transformation specialist experience. So, can you see the distinction where coaching comes across in the industry and is perceived as a little bit one dimensional and lacking depth? A transformational specialist is so much more than that. Getting your client a quantum breakthrough takes real soul, skill, and specific strategy that works for that client. You see, it's not the title coach that creates a transformation, it's you. It's your lived experience. It's your energetic blueprint, your soul gifts, your modalities, and your ability to hold space for the transformation the client needs. When you step beyond the label of coach and into your true calling, you become a category of one. You escape the coaching comparison trap, which is rife within the industry. There are coaches everywhere for all kinds of things. You don't want to be just another coach, because you aren't just another coach. You're special and you are deserving of so much more. And you will connect with your perfect client when you identify what specific skills, gifts, talents you bring to the table as a transformational specialist. Conscious clients these days want to be led by somebody who is more than a generic expert. They want to feel deeply seen, safe, and supported by somebody who embodies what they teach. There are so many powerful techniques and strategies out there, frameworks, transformational tools. And when you blend them together in your unique way, you speak volumes to the right client. And when you present that to them in a way that shows them that you can lead them down the path to the transformation that they truly desire and deserve, that's when it is going to be so much easier for you to differentiate yourself from the rest of the pack. And when you fully appreciate and recognize and acknowledge the special gifts and talents and skills that you bring to the table, you'll be able to attract your perfect client who you can then lead and guide to into your container to have that amazing relationship that coaches can have with their clients. Now, this can be in a group situation or it can be in a one-on-one situation, depending on what kind of business you want to build and what the best way is to serve your clients specifically. But because there are so many different techniques and strategies and skills and methodologies out there, it is important that you know how to articulate what each skill that you have does, how your gifts and talents are unique, and how you can help people in a unique way to get the result that they want. You were born to be so much more than just another carbon copy coach. You were born to change lives, heal hearts, raise consciousness, and help people to make quantum transformation in their lives and achieve whatever their ideal life looks like in whatever area you help them to evolve into. Because regardless of what it is that you do and how you do what you do, ultimately, the transformational experience is the client's. You are just the one holding the space. You are the one facilitating the transformation. They actually do all the work. You just guide them down the path. And if you can do that in a way that is masterful and that really showcases your unique and special gifts and talents, you'll be able to create a thriving and flourishing business as a transformational specialist that transforms dozens, even hundreds, maybe thousands of lives. So stop trying to fit into a mold and decide to break the mold. Decide to be the transformational specialist that the world needs and that your clients are yearning for. Does that sound good or what? If you found this video helpful, then show me some love and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below and let me know what you think about this distinction between coaches and transformational specialists and how you can use it in your life. And if you would like my soul aligned business blueprint, which is for conscious entrepreneurs who want to make an impact in the world and build a business that feeds their soul and builds wealth at the same time, then type soul below and I will send you the link to download this free guide that is going to help you to get from where you are to where you want to be a lot faster. So I do hope you've enjoyed this. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Remember, you have gifts and talents that the world needs and the world is waiting for. It is time for you to really step into that, to embody that, and to show up with a can-do, no matter what, whatever it takes kind of attitude, so you can help the people who are desperately needing what you have to offer. I'll see you again in another video soon. Bye for now.